Hey everybody, just getting set up. Bear with me. I try not to, Carlson. Work is a 4-letter word. I lost my skipjack coming down here. May have to go backtrack and look for it. I had to walk a little bit from my truck to get in here. And I had a bag of skipjack with me. And now I don't. So all I have is my shad, which is not in the best shape. We're gonna make do. All right. What does this look like? How's that look to you guys? Is that okay? I am a lonely guy. Can you see the rod tips? Does everything look okay? So we're back out here on a local lake again. Everything's frozen except right here where we're at. I was shocked that there was any open water here at all. But this is one of the deepest parts of the lake, so we're gonna give it a try. I got tired of watching fishing all day, so I thought we'd come and try some fishing ourselves. Yeah. Well, I hope we catch something THG, but I don't know. I don't know where my bag of skipjack went to. But now that we got rods in the water, I'm afraid to walk away, so I guess I'll find them on the way back. It is cold, Mr. Duggar. It is definitely cold. You guys are probably going to get beat up by that wind. Not a whole lot I can do about that. Fishing spots are very, very slim right now here in Indiana. So I got to take what I can get. And that may mean dealing with some wind noise. If the wind does get too bad, if it's just unwatchable, you guys let me know. Thanks, Jack. I appreciate it. Jack, this is Driftwood. This is where we brought you guys kayaking at one time to try the kayaks out. We're on the other side from where we kayaked. View's probably not as good in this spot as I normally have, but like I said, it's slim pickings here. I appreciate that, Chunky. I need to do something to put on my phone. Is it that bad? I was worried about the wind setting up here, but Chunky, appreciate that link. Super awesome friends. Chunky's right. Thought about you today, Chunky. We were at the grocery store and I saw a 12-pack of Big Red. I started laughing. Then I had to explain to my wife why I was laughing. But we are coming to Virginia, Chunky. I know it's a long way from where you're at, but if you got time on that weekend or something, sure would be nice to meet up, get to know each other, maybe do some fishing together. We're looking forward to it because my wife and I, neither one have ever caught a blue cat. And I think we got a very good chance of catching a blue cat there on Kerr Lake. So that is the plan. I don't even know if you guys can hear me because of this wind. Sharina. I'll keep you informed, Chunky. Good, I'm glad it's not that bad. It is pretty bad blowing in my face. Thomas is out too. Serena, I was going to drive over to and look at some of the spots on the White River, but it was just too late in the day to do it today. I may get out earlier tomorrow and check out some places on the White River and see if I can find a place to bank fish and have a decent signal. Try it again tomorrow. But this is really close to home, and like I said, I was shocked we had any open water at all. So I thought, well, I'll throw a few baits out there and give it an hour or two and see if anything happens. Hey, JV Outdoors. Good, Jack. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Hey, Kelly. I tried to keep those rod tips in that tree so maybe you could see them and not blend in with the snow so much. If we catch anything in here, guys, it's more than likely just going to be a channel cat. I mean, I've caught some 10-pound channels in here. I'm sure there's some that are much bigger than that, but there are no blue cats in here. I'm sure there's some flatheads in here, but I wouldn't hold out too much hope for a flathead. Hoot! Welcome, Hoot. That's okay. That's the link for the mic that you use. I'll check it out. Yes, sir, Chuck. We're at it again. Serena, we like to come here in the kayaks a lot. And I mean, I come over here and catch a lot of catfish in the kayak. $40, it works great. I'll definitely check it out. D. The free Creole, all right. I hope there's some good ones under that ice and they come out into this open water and eat my shad. All right, I'm going to backtrack just a little bit and see if I can find my skipjack that I dropped. Yell really loud if something happens with those poles. All right, I found it all the way back to the truck. I must have dropped it just as soon as I walked away. So we're going to give it about 10 or 15 minutes. If we don't have anything on this, I'm going to put some skipjack on one of these poles. This is what the truck's back up there. There's not really a trail, so I got to kind of walk through all that stuff and just keep following my tracks. It's not real bad walking, but it's not real good either. Lee, welcome. Anybody else that's came in that I might have missed, welcome. Yeah, I said it earlier, but I've been watching fishing all day. I couldn't take it anymore. I had to come out and try it. How many of you guys watched 1 Ton Fishing Club this morning and got to see him bite the head off the shad? Kelly, you're going out? Going to the Ohio in the morning, Lee? 2 old vets. Oh. That wind will kind of cut right through you, I'm telling you. The only one you watch because you don't fish. Well, we sure do appreciate it. You stopped and watched Art bite the shad. Yep. I was actually, we were out grocery shopping when that happened. I had to go back and watch it. It's the J-Dog Challenge. All right, I'll try to remember that. You won't see me doing it. It's not good here either, vets. It's more cold and more cold. But I think we're finally away from snow. We just have to deal with what we've got for a while. But I don't think we're supposed to get any more snow. At least I hope not. THG, I think you're lying. My weather girl has not said anything about more snow. It's what Trail Medic told you? He's your weather guy? Or weather sage? Going to the Deem for another hot 10. Let's see, what's today? I don't even know. Friday? Okay, yeah, so we'll be working next weekend. Is today Friday? Is it? Yeah, today's Friday. Yeah, next weekend we'll be working. Are you going like as in tomorrow, THG? Thomas, just back close to home at Atterbury. Next weekend, yeah. All right, yeah, we'll be working. Be in the nice warm factory. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've kayaked this whole lake. This spot we're fishing right here is It's 20 to 30 feet deep. It's one of the deepest spots in this whole lake. I don't know if I'm getting all the way out into that deeper water, but I'm pretty confident we're at least 20 feet deep right now where we're fishing. All right, I'm going to switch one of these rods out over to skipjack. We'll have skipjack and we'll have shad out there. You guys still see both those tips? Hey, Josh. Good enough? Do I need to move them? If you guys can't see them, let me know. And I will move them. I'll move something. You can see all three of yours. Are you doing any good, Thomas? Thank you, Josh. Josh, I'm really excited about next month. I think my wife's already tired of listening to me about it. Hey, Bluegrass. Country boy, I don't know if I said hi to you or not, but hi. So is this TX Tiger or Texas Tiger? Which is it? I think I've called you both. Oh, I'm looking forward to it, Josh. Even more than me, I can't wait to see Telly catch something, anything over 10 pounds, because she hasn't. And I want to get that on video. The kayaks are coming with us, Josh. Thomas, let me know if you catch anything or if you even get any bites. Yeah, I don't know. We're looking forward to it. I hope we have some luck out there. I mean, I'm sure we'll catch something. I'm not too concerned. Well, any blue cat's a PB for both of us, so I know we'll set some PBs there. But I'll just be happy to be out there fishing with a chance to catch something that's greater than 20. Plus, we'll be camping the whole time, and we love to camp. Yeah, I know. I saw that. We still got some details to work out with Tim, but we're looking forward to that part of it too. But I really want to get the kayak out on there and see if we can't catch something of, decent size, at least bigger than what I normally catch around here. I mean, I catch 10-pound channels here. I mean, it's not that hard to do, but I'd like to catch, some 15 or 20s in the kayak. Using bait that's new to you, so you don't know how well it will work. Well, you don't know till you throw, right? What are you using, Thomas, if you don't mind sharing? Chicken gizzards that's been in liver for 2 weeks. Well, I don't see why it wouldn't work. I think we've all used livers before, and I know people that use gizzards. I personally have never used gizzards, but don't know why that wouldn't work. I'd really like to try that in the summertime or spring and late spring, summer, and early fall. See how that, I bet it worked really good then. Oh, you use them now, Kelly? You do pretty good with them now in the winter? Well, I hope you catch some, Thomas. You've probably got a better chance than I do, being on the river. I think I definitely will get out a little earlier tomorrow and check out some of those public access sites on the White River, so I could find some places to start going to. I mean, the closest one to me is at least an hour, so it's possible I'd be an hour and a half, 2-hour drive to fish some of these spots. But if they produce, I'd be okay with that. Oh, that map helped a lot. I mean, I was going, blind. I didn't know any places, and I had actually tried to look on the internet for public access sites. That map you guys sent me never did pop up. I'm glad you sent it to me. I appreciate that. I think the fishing magician's going live here in a little bit too, isn't he? If you guys are flipping through on his, I'd like to know if he's doing any good too. We've been here just about a half hour. I'm going to give it at least an hour from now. And if we haven't had any bites at all, I'm going to let you guys go so you can watch somebody else that's actually catching fish. Because there's no other spots for me to move to. Everything's frozen. Yeah, that's right, country boy. I am so ready for some warm weather. I don't, just give me 40, 45. I'll be tickled to death with that right now. With no snow and no ice. Get it all melted and stay about 45 for a while. I'd be tickled to death. Good luck with that, Kelly. I hope you find some good spots. I think that's probably what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to take the poles with me, just in case I do find some spots. And if I find them and they look good, I'm going to fish them. But I'd like to find at least 2 or 3 spots tomorrow that I can go to in the future. I'm definitely ready for the spring bite with what I've learned over the winter. Spring catfishing should be really good for you. Well, I'm looking forward to the spring too. We'll hopefully have some new fishing spots and catch a lot more fish. Catfishing Dreams, welcome. Fishing Serena's honey hole. We don't have the same luck with it as she does. Well, that's kind of how it goes a lot of times, isn't it? Be hitting the Ohio River every Friday. Yeah, that's another, Mike. That's on my things to do too, is find a couple of spots I can fish on the Ohio. That's an hour and 20, hour and 30 minutes for me. But but I have no problem with the drive as long as I have confidence in the spot. She's caught at least 200 fish in that spot. Well, they don't know whether it's Sharina or you, Thomas. I mean, maybe you'll trick them. Maybe they'll think it's Sharina. I'm ready for some kayak fishing for sure. You don't know how close I was. I'm still kind of thinking about it. Hauling a kayak with me and find a place on the river. You know. I'm itching to get that kayak out really bad. I was just telling my wife this morning, I said, you know, we're planning this trip to Virginia. I said, you know, we might as well go ahead and just start buying a Kentucky fishing license every year, because it's, you know, we can be down there in just a couple hours. And oh, you don't feed them gizzards, but we can be down there in a couple hours, and there's so many places down there to fish. Get the kayak. I gotta find a place that's not frozen, Josh. I mean, it's kind of hard right here. But yeah, well, I think we're just gonna start buying a Kentucky license every year, and find some places down there to go and have a better chance at quality fish. I don't know how much an out-of-state license is in Kentucky, but can't imagine it's more than $40 or so for the year. And I think if we went down there 4, 5, 6 times and had some fun and caught some fish, it'd be worth that. I mean, I think it's $20 or $21 a piece, $55 for Kentucky. Wow, it's more than I thought. But you know, so if we go 5 times, it's like $10 a trip. It wouldn't be so bad. It is cold, Sharina, that's for sure. The wind makes it worse. I got it coming right in my face, sitting here. I know Art and Tim looked cold out there today too. They were probably wet, all those fish they were catching, the rain. So you're going to do Kentucky, Illinois anyway. Out where you're at, it would definitely be worth it. If you're looking out for me when the weather gets right, you're going to be on fire. All right. $29 this morning, Josh. Yeah, it was 22 here. We got about, I don't know, 5 to 10 mile an hour wind. Just enough to make it feel like 0. You guys get Ohio, Kentucky, and Indiana? I think we're going to definitely do Indiana. And well, I mean, I do Indiana anyway, but we're definitely going to get Kentucky. I think I'm just going to start buying a Kentucky license every year and find some places to go. One of these days I'll catch a fish for you guys in these live streams. I know that's why you come here, is to see fish. Keep an old camping pot and firewood with me for a mobile fire pit. It always me to burn in spots that don't allow open fires. Get you a solo stove, Josh. They're a little pricey, but they're really nice. Yeah, if I were in your spot, that one was free. The Catfish and Dreams. If I was in your spot, I'd probably buy all three too. Free's good, Josh. I understand, but those solo stoves are nice. They're really nice. Just don't try to cook campfire pizza on it. It's too damn hot. You can watch our live stream where we did that. And it like burnt the crust of the pizza really, really fast. Carlson, they're in the water. They're right out there. At least I think that's where they're at. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe they're not in the water. I'm telling you, I think all the fish in Indiana migrated south for the winter. Yes, that's right, Sogo. You're going to cook it fast on a solo stove, that's for sure. Everything I got today was in about 10 pounds or less. We were shopping and stuff. I didn't get to watch the whole live stream. I went back and watched him catch his PB, but I didn't get to see most of the fish they caught today. I know they caught a lot. Wasn't it in the teens or something like that? 15 or so? Trying to get everything ready for the summer to go live. I think I'm going to do all my fishing stuff as lives, and then all my camping and backpacking, hiking stuff, I'm just going to record and edit. But I think it's better doing the fishing stuff live. I think it's more enjoyable. I'm going to figure out a way that I can rig my kayak up so I can do the lives and still be able to see the chat. $15 to $18. Oh, so I missed a 30-pounder. I may have to go back and watch some more of that. I came back in. I think I was in and out 4 or 5 times. They were all shallow water. Oh, but I was in or out 4 or 5 different times. I think I came in that last time right after he had caught his PB. The chat was still going on about him biting the head off the shad, so I went back and watched it. I don't think Dan has a pedal kayak. He uses a trolling motor. I've got the pedal drive right in front of me. I think I know how I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna have to rig up something on the back side of that sticks up high enough the pedals won't hit it. And I should be able to see my phone I put the poles behind me and you guys would be able to see them. It's all in my head. Just got to do it. Shad sushi. I don't think I'll ever be doing that. It's farther than I thought. Oh, okay. I was talking to Kelly. I want to see the footage off the GoPro where he did that. Hopefully Tim will post that up. Building my new rod rack, then lighting it up with blue LEDs to light up the rods. That will also go with the interior LEDs. Also getting a mic and a tripod for the boat. That sounds great. Uncle Josh, where is that tournament? I think it's in the Carolinas, isn't it, if I remember right? North Carolina, okay. I thought it was in the Carolinas. We will be, we're planning a trip to Max Patch, North Carolina. It's either going to be in April or May. I think we're shooting for April, weather permitting. Then the backup plan is May. Won't be any fishing on that trip, but just some camping and some beautiful scenery. Wow. Chat really flew by that time. Move these baits around a little bit. Oh, Thomas, you're sitting in your truck. I don't blame you. If I could get my truck down here, I would be too. All right, Josh. £70 flatty. I hope you get it. I want to see it when you do on video. Thomas, there's a place on this lake that if it wasn't frozen, I could get my truck right down next to the water, but then again, if it wasn't frozen, I wouldn't want to fish there either. It's basically the boat ramp, and it's pretty shallow right through there except for on the ramp itself. That would be awesome, Thomas. I just hope it's at least on film, and then you could always do it as a premiere. Hey, Becca. Well, hurry up and catch one, Thomas. I have much more confidence where you're at than I do where I'm at. So I'm rooting for you. I think I'm going to start out tomorrow morning over around the Martinsville area looking at those boat ramps on the White River, and then just start going south from there. Oh, don't I don't care that I'm live. I want you to catch a fish too. Then you guys can go live and I'll shut this down. Same here, Becca. I can't stop it when I'm home. It's all I do is get on YouTube and look for somebody live. They're used to night crawlers. Hook Junkie, thank you. We're going to need all the luck we can get. I do not use a pro lens kit. This is straight up just my phone. Gotta rub it in, Thomas. Sharina uses the iPhone. I've got the Galaxy, what is mine, a 10, I think? S10. I mean, I like the Android. I used to have an iPhone. My daughter's an iPhone person. I switched to an iPhone a while back. I didn't care much for it. Once it gets basically attached to your phone and turn the phone camera into like DLSR quality. Okay, well, I mean, if it makes it better, I don't see any issues with it, but I don't have anything but just my phone. Yeah, I know it can be done, Thomas. I haven't messed around with it yet. Maybe that's what I should be doing instead of out here freezing my butt off, is sitting at home trying to figure out how to stream with my GoPro. Sharina and Thomas, I'm up for a meetup whenever you guys are. Even if it's just to sit around and get to know each other. Son of 9, you can do lives, but only if you can stream directly to YouTube. For whatever reason, it will not go through StreamYard or Labs. Well, that's good to know, Catfish and Dreams. I do have a GoPro 9. I've been up all night trying to make it work. I'm sure there's YouTube videos on it. That's all you need is another 800, right? Easy. I'm not buying any more cameras. Michael Peterson, welcome. Oh, we'll all get there eventually. I know we will. Sharina will probably beat us all there. Hey, Maurice. Thanks for coming in. Just in time to see me move these baits again. I'm going to move them one last time and give it about 30 minutes. And if we hadn't got any bites, I'm going to let you guys go watch somebody else that actually catches fish. Hello, NKR. You love that sound? That's the sound of probably a dirty reel. I'm sure my reels could use a good cleaning. I use a little more brake than I probably need to. Am I sensing a new camera in Sharina and Thomas's future? I thought the picture and sound and everything on Sharina's live that she did, I thought everything looked pretty good. Your new reel sounds like that too? Last time I went out fishing, I was in the river with quite a bit of current, so I got those 4-ounce no rolls on there. I definitely don't need them here, but I didn't feel like changing everything out. So Sharina, maybe your face is made for radio. Garmin Verb can hook up to the Garmin Graphs, so it can only control it from the camera or remote phone. You can also control it from the Garmin Graphs. The new reel you hope he gets tired of. But didn't see any mention that the Coleman lantern puts off a ton of heat to keep you warm. Yeah. The only reason I don't even use Coleman lanterns anymore is because when you're done, you gotta wait for them to cool off. But I mean, I'm dressed for the cold. It's not too bad. The wind it's getting to me a little bit, but if I really wanted to stay out of the wind, I've got my hunting blind in the truck that blocks all the wind off of me, but I just didn't feel like bringing it down here. Plus, you know, if it's been a little over an hour, if we haven't had any bites or anything in an hour and a half, I'm probably going to call it quits and head on back home and watch somebody else catch fish on YouTube. That's all I use. On my bait casters, it's right hand retrieve. On my open face reels, it's left hand retrieve. I really like these Bass Pro Shop Hammocks reels. You know, I bought those a couple years back, and I really don't see any need to buy anything else. They've done me all right. I mean, I haven't caught any monsters on them yet, but I know Steve Douglas has, so I'm sure they'll handle it. Survival LT, hello. Left hand retrieve all the way for you. See, that just seems odd to me. You know, I use what I use because that's what my dad handed me when I was a kid. I guess I'm just used to them, but you know, retrieving with my left hand on an open face reel doesn't bother me at all, but to try to do it with a bait caster, it'd be awkward to me. You haven't missed anything, Survival LT. Just some good conversation and a lot of cold and some wind. No fish, no bites. You have more ride control with your right hand. That's understandable. I know you're not cold, Thomas. You're in the truck. Why don't you just walk that rod all the way back up to the house? That's what I think the fish are saying. It's too cold too. So I've got shad and I've got skipjack out there. Catch fish on those two baits all the time. So I know it's not the bait. I've caught fish in this spot before out of the kayak. Get out of the truck and check that second pole. Yeah, it'd be great, Thomas. I used to own a house on Flat Rock River years ago, my first marriage. Yeah, it wasn't the best stretch of river to be on. It was only about 6 foot deep and pretty flat all the way through there. There's no structure or anything. But it was nice living on the river. Gonna leave it to Pete to fish from his bedroom. Well, I got a bottle of water around here somewhere. How many people still hanging with us? If I warm the shad up in my mouth, no thanks. No thank you. That's right, Sharina. Nasty. You first, Thomas. You warm those gizzards up in your mouth and then we'll talk about it. I didn't say I'd do it. I said we'll talk about it. Well, I'm glad you're still listening in. Two old vets. Nope. Yeah, if my wife found out I'd put a piece of that shad in my mouth, she'd be like, you gotta brush your teeth 16 times before I even think about kissing you. Fish here after like cold food. Yeah, Willard, everybody's talking about eating shad today. Well, we saw somebody actually do it, but welcome, Willard. Glad to have you. We're not catching anything, but we're still out here trying. We'll give it another 30 minutes or so, and if we haven't done any good, I'll cut this off so you guys can go watch the Fishing Magician or somebody else that has probably going to catch some fish. Me neither, two old vets. Yeah, well, we saw that, Willard. No thanks. I won't be doing that. Well, I wish we'd at least get a bite. Get those poles to move. At least there'd be a little bit of excitement there. I think it's worse than a sardine. I like sardines. Maybe it's the scales. Move one of yours closer to the bank. There you go. A little shallower water. It's the dirt. and the slimy. I mean, you know, it'd be one thing if you caught it, you know, straight out of a cast net, hadn't been laying around with a bunch of other ones all day. That's right, THG. Vape and wind. It's not bad scenery-wise here, Survival LT. A lot of other places around that are more scenic than this, but this is close to home. THG, are you getting out at all this weekend? Any hiking or anything? Meeting Trail Medic to sell him the drone and try out 2 new fire pits. Oh, so you did get yours in? And do you have 2 or does he have 1? So you have 2 of them. Well, then you ought to be warm. We picked up a cheap camp stove today at Walmart to take to Virginia with us. Since we're going to be there for 5 days, we thought, well, you know, why don't we go ahead and pick up a cheap camp stove? I hope so. It's smaller and better suited for backpacking. It's cool. Virginia, well, we decided this morning that we're going to go to Virginia at the end of March. I think we're going to leave on the 26th and stay 5 nights. It's going to be camping, fishing. We're going to go to Kerr Lake and fish for 5 days. That's the plan. And already got the campsite reserved. Just got to hope the weather holds out. I better have the RTT by then. That's kind of the whole purpose, is having the rooftop tent for this trip. We were supposed to get our tensor pads today, the actually insulated ones, but they didn't come today. So I'm going to have to call the post office tomorrow and find out what's going on with them. You're going to Oregon in August. Sweet. All right, let's give it about 10 more minutes, and if we don't have anything, any bites or anything, I'll let you guys go. Just stop along the way in Utah, Colorado. Man, that sounds great. Is that a 1-week trip or longer? Two weeks, all truck camping. Man, that would be great. That'd be fun. That's first thing I told Telly when we decided to get the rooftop tent. I was like, man, just think of all the places we can go and not even have to worry about a hotel room. I said, I don't care if I pull over in Walmart parking lot and open that tent up. Not that I want to stop in a Walmart parking lot, but and so that sounds awesome. Glorious. Are you the only one in here anymore, THG? I don't see anybody else saying anything. Or did we just take over the chat? You type faster. Listening and wrapping up work. Sogo's still here. Sharina's here. I'm assuming Thomas is still here. You guys are awesome. Well, that's how I feel, Sharina. You know what it's like, Sharina? Still here watching. Did you mean polls? Or did you mean, maybe I don't understand. Just rolling with it. Normally at work now. Oh, the weather day off. I'm assuming you work outdoors then. It's not PG-13. Becca's still here. Frozen water. Becca, I thought you were in Texas. Oh, he works at Toyota. There's a Toyota over here by Columbus. Supplier issues affected Toyota. Okay. Vampire and a snowman. Watching my fishing poles, yeah. They ain't doing anything, are they? Bouncing in the wind a little bit. This is what it's like fishing in the winter in Indiana. A whole bunch of nothing. -12-degree wind chill in Texas. Wow. I would say that's, with the wind right now here, that's probably about the same. You have to work Saturday, unfortunately. Well, I work every other weekend, no matter what the weather is. So this is our Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. Next week we'll work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Well, don't turn it up too high to where you can't hear me. It's coming Monday. The wind chill high for the day is 0. Woo-wee. I think we got some days coming up where it's going to get in the single digits or around 10. Yeah, that's 25 feels like 13. That sounds just about right. Yeah, I think 13 is pretty good. That's probably about right, Sharina. I mean, the only thing that's really cold on me is my face. I've got my insulated bibs and coat on, so everything else I'm okay. It's just my face. I know, THG, there's a lot of things wrong with my face. You don't have to say it. 70 in the truck. Snowmageddon. I don't want any more snow. $35 feels like 30. Keep that snow. So go. We don't want this snow either. I don't mind some snow during deer season, but once deer season's over, I'm over it. I don't want no more snow. I want it to get warm. 22 inches in Ohio. Whoo! Snow is a no. See another snowman in the near future. Wonder who's going to spoof build this time. I don't know. It was 70 yesterday. Temps got cut in half in 24 hours. Yeah, that sucks. Go from 70 to 35. We get crap like that here too, though. Have you ever been to Shawnee Forest? Where's I've never been there. Where is it? Indiana weather is definitely crazy. Or can be. I don't know where Shawnee is, Survival LT. Yeah, I thought he meant Shawnee Forest, but I don't know where it's at. I've heard of it, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, in Southern Illinois? No, I've never been there. Is that like where Garden of the Gods and stuff is? Yeah. I have never been there. That hiking guy's been there. I want to go there. Just haven't made it yet. There's cave-in rocks there too, right? Cave-in Rock's a little further south. I just know I've heard people talk about hitting both of them at the same time, so I figured they were pretty close. So what time does Chad's tournament start tomorrow? You guys know? $9 a.m. Oh, Chesapeake Bay, welcome. If you've been here for a while and I didn't say hi, I apologize. 9 to 3. Well, so what I think I'm going to do for tomorrow is tomorrow's going to be a look for a place to fish day. So I think I'll get up and I'm going to head out to the White River and check out some new spots, and if I see any that I just can't resist fishing, I'm going to fish them, and maybe I'll go live. Okay, you've been in the background. Well, I'm sorry, hasn't been a whole lot to watch. But I think I may go live tomorrow, I may not, but I'm definitely going to try to get out and find some new places, depending on the weather, of course, because who knows what the hell it's going to do here overnight. But I definitely want to get over to the White River and start finding some places to fish. But I definitely don't want to pull you guys away from Chad's streams tomorrow either, and I want to watch some of those too, so maybe I'll push it off till Sunday. Maybe I'll wait till Sunday and go look for some spots. I don't want you guys to be flipping back and forth and miss the action in Chad's tournament tomorrow. I would like to see some of that myself. Has the fishing magician caught anything yet? You guys might be in next week's. I would love to be part of that if I had any confidence. You know, I mean, if I could go to the White River and have a chance at some blues, but anywhere else that I normally fish around here, there's no blues. So it doesn't do me any good. Hey, Troy, how are you? If I can find a place on the White River or the Ohio to start fishing and catching some blues, then maybe I'll start getting in some of those fun tournaments. I guess I should say the just for fun tournaments. I'll take you up on that, Troy. Maybe we can get together sometime. Hey, River Whiskers. You're just in time to see nothing. Blackfish, no luck at all. You can see what we're dealing with out here. Everything's frozen except this little spot. It's close to home. It is a lake. Evan TV. Well, so go. I haven't caught one in this winter yet. Haven't been now for a few weeks, having withdrawals. Yeah, I mean, I want to go every day, but you know, work and things like that always get in the way. I didn't have a whole lot of plans of coming out today, but the more I watched YouTube, the more it made me want to come. Hey, Lacey. Hey, beautiful wife. The REI box came. Sweet. That means our new sleeping pads are here. Open them up, make sure they're insulated. Winter fishing is tough. This is the first year I have ever winter fished. Hello to the missus from Two Old Vets. She's probably busy opening packages right now, Two Old Vets. So there's a story behind this REI box. She's opening up our Nemo Tensor sleeping pads. They're insulated sleeping pads. And we know some other people that have them. They're very highly rated. Dyslexia read that the Rex boy came out. So we ordered these Nemo Tensor sleeping pads. They're supposed to be good down to like 10 degrees. So we took them out camping these couple weekends ago, and we knew it was going to get in the low 20s. So we were like, we're looking forward to these sleeping pads, and we got ready for us to go to bed that night. We got in the tent, laid on those pads. About 9:30 we went to bed, and by 11 o'clock I was asking her, I was like, man, are you cold? And she's like, yes, I'm cold. Well, our sleeping pads, long story short, we ended up sleeping in the truck. And when it got daylight again, we got to looking into them, and the sleeping pads that the place sent us were not insulated. So that's why we were cold. So I had to send them back and order new ones. So that's what she's doing now, is opening up our new ones. And I really want to make sure these are the insulated ones this time. So that was not a good experience. I'm glad we were at a campsite next to the truck and not 5 miles out in the woods on a backpacking trip when that happened, because we would have been really miserable. Two Old Vets, where are you again? I've met so many new people in the last several weeks of getting into this catfishing community, I can't keep track of everybody. Virginia mountains, all right, well. I've been to Virginia and in those mountains, and it is beautiful. Thomas is on the White River. I am near Columbus, Indiana, on a lake. Well, you're going to see him in the next month, beautiful wife. So are those sleeping pads insulated? Did you put that in there and I just didn't see it? No, I'm not on the White River. Thomas is on the White River right now. Box says insulated, opened up, and there's even foil inside. Here we come, Max Patch. That's right. River Whiskers. No, I was talking about I'm going to go and try to find some spots on the White River. I may do that tomorrow. I may do that Sunday. But I definitely want to find some spots to fish on the White River. Some public access spots, so I don't have to worry about getting permission, things like that. And also places to launch our kayaks. So when the weather gets a little better, I'll have a place to put the kayaks on the White River. But Thomas is fishing the White River right now. He's just not live. And he's in his truck where it's warm. And I'm not. Living in Minnesota outdoors, welcome. All right, I'll say it again, 15 more minutes. I want to catch a fish. I at least like to get a bite. At least like, you guys can see the pole move. Something. Greg Johnson. Welcome. See if places private, just knock on the door and ask. People on the lakes down here, about 60-40 on letting me fish. I've got It's kind of weird here in Indiana sometimes. A couple spots down by the shoals in Petersburg, you can launch kayaks. I'll have to look that up. If it's down there around you in the Evansville area, that's a long way for me to drive. Everybody in chat, Greg Johnson's a friend. He's a good guy. Been fishing and hunting with him. Public access outside of Brownstown. I think I actually saw that one, Lacey, on the map that Sharina and Thomas sent to me. I'm going to check them out. Oh, you're by Patoka. Okay. Put a ramp in Patoka just for kayaks. Pretty truck. Are you here? Are you here, Greg? I see some exhaust up there by my truck. Are you dressed to come out here or not? Yep, I definitely see exhaust up there. I'm going to be in it here real soon, Greg. We haven't got any bites or anything. Minus 10 degrees, 30 inches of ice. Phew. Greg is here. Well, he's not here. I can just see him walking up. Tell he says hi.
Hello. No, I'm not, man. I just got off work.
Oh, yeah? I'm going to be into this pretty soon. I've been here an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching. Been sitting and watching.
I'm going to try to fish Patoka some more this year, too. It's been a few years since I've been down to Patoka. You're definitely not dressed for being out here right now.
No, I'm dressed for sitting in the semi all day with the heat running.
I would imagine you probably just need a launch permit at Patoka, just like you would have for Monroe or something. I think we buy one. The launch permit we get's good for just about everywhere except for maybe state parks. I don't know. I'd have to look into that some more. I think that the permits are only like $5 or $10. They're not very expensive for the whole year. Yeah, I was surprised this was even open.
Yeah, really. Cold as it's been.
I wasn't even going to drive over here, and I thought, well, you know, I'll drive over here. And if everything is frozen, I'll go over to Mill Race.
Yep. Put your wading boots on and go over to the dam.
I thought about that too. I actually went over there the other day. Those steps are solid ice.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think I'd walk down those either. But heck, it's only 12 inches deep, man. Yep. You can wade right across it.
Well, I was over there looking at it the other day, and I thought, well, hell, I wouldn't even have to cross it. I could sit right there on the edge, and there was a good bit of water there.
Yeah.
I just don't know how well the fish would like that strong a current in this cold water. You know what I mean?
I don't know either.
I feel like, you know, they're sluggish in the winter, and that's a lot of current right there. Seems like it'd take a lot of energy to stay around in that this time of year.
I've caught them in cold weather, but not snowy weather.
Right.
Been almost too cold to wade out in it. Standing in it freezing.
And I stopped there and I looked over that rail the other day, and I thought, man, those steps are nothing but ice. It's like, there's no way I'm going to go down there with all my gear.
No. I'd end up on my head at the bottom.
Yeah.
a couple of people living under the bridge who offered you a beer or something.
All right, people. I'm going to let you guys go and watch somebody else catch fish. But thanks for stopping in. Thanks for staying with me this long. One of these days we will catch a fish. It's just probably not going to be when there's snow on the ground. I don't know. We're going to keep trying though. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Beautiful wife, I'll be home soon. See you guys all later. Take care. See you next time.